What's the best camera for vlogging in 2018? In this video, we're going to take a look at the leading vlogging cameras for right now, including my picks and also those recommended by Cannell from Think Media TV when I caught up with him recently. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you amplify your business and brand with video. If you're new here, then make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Now, vlogging is incredibly popular right now, and the demand for vlog-friendly cameras seems to be on the rise big time. Now, you could pretty much use just about any camera out there, but there are some key features to look out for that will make vlogging much easier and help you create much better quality content. Simple things like a flip-out screen, fast autofocus, external microphone input, and all-round portability are big factors just to start with. So to talk everything vlogging cameras, we caught up with a buddy of mine, Cannell from Think Media, to discuss the options that are currently available and his best picks for vlogging cameras right now. So let's jump straight into Sean's picks right now, and I'll share mine and why right after we're done. Now, there's some great suggestions for pretty much every budget. So whether you're just starting out or whether you're a seasoned expert and looking to upgrade, we've got you covered. And while you're watching, let me know in the comments, what's your dream camera for vlogging and why?
Sean, so awesome to have you on the channel here. Thank you very much for joining us.
Super excited to be here, man. San Diego.
So we're going to talk about vlogging cameras. What's your recommendation? What did you actually use?
Yeah, I mean, I actually came down, and I'm not really vlogging. I kind of am. I'm just not doing like daily vlogs, but I'm doing that run and gun kind of behind the scenes and using that vlog style footage. And I brought two cameras. I have a little small bag that I'm traveling with. Inside of there is a G7X Mark II.
Nice.
And I love that camera because it's just so easy to use. You know, another popular one is the Sony RX100 5. And if you want to shoot 4K or maybe do some slow motion, you can, but I just don't find the UI UX as friendly for what I want to do. And the G7X just has great autofocus and it works, right?
It's the old faithful. It's been around for a little while now.
It totally is the old faithful. And I think for most people, sometimes if you were going to do Sony, you'd just be a filmmaker. If you're really creative, if you want to shoot like flat footage and color grade it, if like that didn't make sense, get the G7X Mark II.
Perfect.
Because it's what's for most people.
Yeah.
And then the other one I'm actually using is the Canon 60 Mark II.
Which is a new one, right?
Which is a newer Canon camera. It has a full frame sensor, and it's a bigger, bulkier camera. I kind of have the Casey Neistat rig, you know, with the Gorilla Pod and a Rode mic. And I like that for vlogging because it's great. And actually there's a lens that a lot of people don't know about. It's the 24 to 105, which is a good zoom range. It has STM and image stabilization on the lens. The STM means it has that really good autofocus motor. And that lens is the only lens Canon makes for full frame cameras that has STM and IS on it.
Yeah, and the IS, that's a big thing for vlogging, right?
Yeah, the IS, the image stabilization. The G7X has it built right in, and so using a lens that has image stabilization is nice. And so that combo is great, and that's a little more versatile. I can use it for vlogging, but I can also use it if we were to do an interview. If we were just in an office, there's a mic jack, you could plug things in. And so it's a very versatile camera that I like to have for also shooting photos. That 105 is nice for zooming in on some San Diego shots here.
Some flexibility.
It's very versatile, you know, not super portable. It's pretty heavy, but it works.
Awesome. So then with the Sonys and 4K versus 1080, I mean, you're obviously shooting 1080. What would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty passionate about this lately now. Like most of the videos we're doing over on our YouTube channel, if we shoot from like our home office and we shoot and like we've got all our gear, we shoot in 4K. Yeah. We also are home, so we've got these beast machines that can edit 4K. But actually, I really think that 4K is irrelevant for most people. I think it's even a bad idea for most people. The file sizes are 4 times larger. The editing is brutal for most people. In fact, a lot of people can barely edit 4K. When you do workflows online, which a lot of entrepreneurs should be doing, Dropboxing footage, sending people footage, everything takes longer. And when you're on the road here, I just sent a bunch of footage to my team this morning, and I was 1080. It transferred pretty fast just on the hotel internet. Man, 4K would have killed that project. I wouldn't have made it in time. We wouldn't be doing this right now. Yep. I'd still be waiting for that footage to be uploaded.
Well, it's lucky you had that 1080 then.
Exactly. So 1080 for most people is really great, and I think that 4K is a specialist per project thing in my opinion.
So for anyone that's just coming up to you and says, Sean, I want to start vlogging, you're going to recommend the G7X Mark II What about the G7X?
I mean, yeah, G7X I think is fine as well. You can save a little bit of money on that because now it's an older model. And so either one, you're really good to go. And that's most of what you need. You know, I think that constraints really can help creativity. Sometimes I see entrepreneurs, and you see this, I know you work and you deliver so much value, that when you get too much gear, too many moving parts, too many things happening, you end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
So we had some great options there from Sean, and Sean, thanks very much for taking the time to catch up. So as for my opinion, what do I think is the best vlogging camera for 2018? Well, I'd probably take a little bit of a different angle, and I'm a big advocate of use whatever gear you've got with you, which in most cases, most of us these days will have a smartphone, and the cameras on those, you've heard me say it before, they're more than good enough for creating content, especially vlog content. So my top recommended camera, especially if you're just starting out, would be to use the one that you have with you, your smartphone. Now, if you are interested in filming on your smartphone, I'll put a couple of links up in the cards now for both iPhone and Android users with our recommendations on how to get the best quality out of your smartphone cameras. So besides from smartphones, if you're looking for an actual dedicated camera, then I definitely agree with everything that Sean said, but probably another recommendation that I would look at would be the Sony RX100 series. So you don't need to go and get the latest, the Mark V. You could also get away with the Mark IV, the Mark III. Again, it's all the things that we covered. It is a great portable camera with amazing picture quality, decent autofocus. It's got a flip out screen. Again, there's no real perfect option here. This one doesn't have the built-in microphone port, but the audio on the camera is definitely good enough for vlogging, especially if you're doing it in areas outside of wind and things that are going to really affect your audio. So I'm a big fan of the Sony point and shoot cameras. I think what you're getting in that package, picture quality and everything I just mentioned, is a great place to start if you are looking for a dedicated vlogging camera, or if you're looking for something a bit more next level or a bit more professional, then you can look at something the old faithful like the Canon 80D, which has amazing autofocus, or you can look at something like the Panasonic GH4 or GH5, which are 4K cameras. The autofocus isn't as good, but you get extra things like super slow motion or 180 frames per second slow motion on the GH5. That's going to allow you to get some awesome looking B-roll and super slow motion. So again, there's no real perfect solution. Just look at what is in your budget and what's going to be the easiest for you to create content. And I think that's the key. It really has to be the easiest device for you to use, to quickly grab and to start filming at a moment's notice and create the content in the easiest way possible for you and the types of videos you're creating. Now, before you go, if you do want to get the best results out of your camera, then check out the video linked on screen that covers the best settings for video. So whether you're shooting on a DSLR, a mirrorless, a video camera, or even a point and shoot camera, those settings are going to apply. And if you haven't checked out Sean's channel, then you're definitely missing out, and it's time to fix that. So click on the other link over to his channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button when you're there. You'll definitely thank me later. And I'll see you soon.